Yeah, this thing can fit a ton of EDC gear. What do you think about the layout? It's pretty sweet though, huh?
Back in that bag again. Whoa, yeah.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Minimalist, and today we're going to be checking out a brand new pouch that you may have never heard of. This is the Blackcomb, coming by way of RZE watches. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing their Aspirare watch right now. It's absolutely amazing. And RZE wanted to move into soft goods, so they came out with a pouch and then a couple other items that you guys might see in the future. You might see it in the background here. I'm just really excited to show you guys all the neat features of this EDC pouch, and it's a solid contender for Pouch of the Year 2024.
What? What the fuck?
But before we get into that, this video is brought to you by House of Blades, today's video sponsor. And if you're interested in learning more about EDC gear, EDC kits, anything to do with everyday carry, then hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon now. So let's not waste too much of your time and get right into it. And here is a stock version of the Blackcomb. This bad boy goes for about $40 USD, and it is a pretty damn good deal. Let's give you guys some quick dimensions. So it's going to be about 7 inches in total length. We're looking at about 4.5 inches in total width, and then about 1 inch in total thickness with nothing inside it. This bad boy features an upcycled heavy-duty tarpaulin outer shell, and it kind of feels like a faux leather, but it has a really nice sense of style. In terms of the front face of the pouch, it does have a loop field, and that is going to be approximately 6.5 inches in total length, and then we're looking at about 3 inches in total height. This will allow you to customize it to your heart's content with your own Ranger Eye patches. And just a shameless plug, I'm making more of these EDM V2 patches. They are in the works, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably have them ready in the next few weeks or so. But yeah, a lot of you guys have been asking about that. In terms of exterior storage, there is a YKK zipper back here along with a pocket that can fit a ton of different things like pocket art or whatever you want. And I love that they have that feature. It just kind of adds a little bit more aesthetic to the pouch. Now, before I show you the interior layout of this pouch, which is really good by the way, let's give a quick word for today's sponsor. This video is brought to you by House of Blades, my go-to knife retailer when it comes to anything knife related. They stock pretty much any brand that you can possibly imagine, anywhere from Benchmade, Civivi, WE knives, ZT, Chris Reeve knives, Koenig, and a whole lot of others. They also strive to be the best when it comes to customer service. As a matter of fact, if you place an order today, they will likely ship it out the same business day. What I would actually suggest doing is calling up House of Blades at this number below and asking for Chris and Susie. Tell them that Brandon or Everyday Minimalist sent you. They'll hook you up with a discount on your entire order, and on top of that, while you're on the phone with them, you can let them know that you want your knife personalized with your own logo, whatever text you want. If it's a gift, maybe put that person's name on the knife or whatever you want, and they can do custom laser engraving for you. Aside from all of that, House of Blades is the reason why I can do what I do here on YouTube and keep making this great content for you guys. So I want to thank you guys as the viewers and House of Blades for making this all happen, but let's get back to the video. All right, let's unzip this and show you the interior where the party happens, and the layout of this pouch is just so good. This is a little bit different than what I've experienced before because it has a vertical layout that is actually really tall. The overall length is actually really good for full-size pens and full-size pry bars. And to give you an example, here's a zirconium tactile turn bolt action pen. This is the full-size one, and I can easily fit it within the pouch. That's a huge plus because, for example, if I have a Garage Built Gear Mighty pouch, this isn't going to fit in here at all. Like you just can't carry it. Even if I went diagonally, this pen is just too long in order to fit a normal size EDC pouch. Now, the notorious EDC AGP is still going to be a longer pouch, but for example, let me put this pen in here. It's going to get so jam-packed to the point where I get kind of nervous where the pen will rub up against the actual pen or any EDC object that is in this total length. So the Blackcomb does a really good job if you intend on carrying larger EDC items. In terms of how I plan to carry my gear, here's a really good example. This thing is completely decked out. It has a ton of gear in here. Let's just go through the layout real quick. There's going to be some large pockets here on the back on each side, so you've got the left side and the right side. The pouch is basically symmetrical on each side, so I'll just give you an example on this side here. There's going to be a bunch of elastic loops, so let me just take these all out. By the way, I got the Leatherman Arc from my in-laws for my birthday. This thing is is badass. So in front of the large pocket, there are going to be 2 primary elastic loops. This is going to be really good for larger objects like a Leatherman, or if you want to throw in a knife along with, like for example, a bit driver, this will fit really well just next to it. And then on top of those 2 elastic loops, there are going to be 4 individual smaller elastic loops where you can throw in smaller items like a Swiss Army knife or a pair of tweezers. There's just so many different ways that you can configure it. I mean, I have a pry bar here, a flashlight, a titanium toothpick, and an additional pen that are just connected to the loops on the front side. I really like these lower pockets because not only does it protect my gear that's in here, but also helps retain whatever my EDC item is that's attached to the larger loops. Another feature about the pouch that I really enjoy is that they're using a nicer canvas material along with a foam backing, so it really does retain the shape when you go to zip up your pouch. This thing feels really sturdy. It's kind of like a brick in that sense, so if you have all of your expensive EDC gear, you can just throw it into your sling bag or your front hoodie pocket, or hell, even your backpack. So here's a side profile view of the Blackcomb, and in terms of thickness, I mean, we're looking right at the AGP. The only thing that I dislike about the Blackcomb is it's a little bit too tall, in my opinion. I mean, they could probably go a little bit shorter, maybe like 1/4 of an inch, and that might put it in the perfect pouch range. I mean, for $40, you can't go wrong with this thing. It's an amazing deal for an amazing pouch. And with this being the first pouch that RZE designed, that they knocked it out of the park. I can't wait to see what they do in the future. You guys might see something in the future between me and RZE. Who knows? The Blackcomb gets my stamp of approval, and if you guys are interested in getting this pouch, again, just go to the link in the description below. That is not an affiliate link. They're not paying me to say any of this stuff. I just really love this pouch and thought that you guys would enjoy it too. If you like this video, then throw me a thumbs up and share this with your friends. If you disliked it, then throw me a thumbs down, and I promise to you I'll do better next time. And of course, if you're OCD with gear like I am, then let me know in the comment section below. Aside from that, thank you guys so much for dropping by, and we'll have to catch you on the next one. Peace out.